I was jamming. That was legit.
That's a great song, you know? It gets me pumped up to do this every single time.
I can't tell if I'm on hold with AT&T or getting ready for a podcast.
Who uses AT&T? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, man, what's up?
What's up? It's been a hot minute. Where you been?
You dying
Oh no.
slowly over and over again. Yeah, we'll get into that for sure. Where we've been over the last, I don't know, when was the last one we did? It was right after I got back from Colorado.
Holy shit, it's been that long. Since before Great Lakes, yeah.
Yes, yep. Oh, it was even before that. Let me look real quick. September 5th was the last one.
Holy moly, it's October. That's over. Yeah, so it's been a couple minutes.
Yes, so I guess let's get right into what we always usually start with is what the current deal over at Redcon 1 is, as well as if there's anything new to talk about with them, or what am I doing for a giveaway this month?
Yeah, what do you got going on for Spooktober?
Spooktober, Scaretober. All right, so current deal, which ends tonight at midnight, so you got a couple hours left to take advantage of this. I got something covering half of it up. All right, so free shirt when you spend 50, free BCAA breach when you spend 70, and a free L carnitine when you spend 90, and 30% off your order. That's going to be the top link in the description box to take advantage of that. Check out my new link. It is pretty cool. It's kind of like it's built into Redcon 1's page, but it's like a link tree for me on their page. So It's got all my links on there. Scrolling down, I think we talked about some of this the last time, or I've talked about it elsewhere. Breach has a new line with energy, and I think it's got like 200 milligrams of caffeine per serving. A whole new line of limited edition flavors of a bunch of different products of Dragon's Blood. So that is a fruit punch flavor. I have it in Moab, Double Tap, and Breach. So far, I've tried the Double Tap. It's pretty good. A couple new flavors of Canteen and Blue Freeze, and Plum Fusion. And always dropping a couple times a week. They drop new apparel. Shut that off. All right. Oh, my giveaway for the month, because I've done giveaways, but I normally let people choose what they want. So during the podcast, like I normally do, if anybody makes a purchase during the podcast, it'll be double entries into the giveaway. So this month, my giveaway, I just dropped one of them. I got a few things to get rid of. Not to get rid of, but to give away. I'm going to give away one of each of the new Redcon 1 bar flavors. Peanut butter crunch and cookies and cream. Got a sample of Total War in Sour Gummy Bear. A sample of War Games in the PvP Punch. A sample of Fudge Brownie MRE. And a whole container of Breach and Blue Lemonade. So that'll be my giveaway this month. Oh, and a FUBAR shot in Sour Gummy Bear as well. So that's that.
That's super fancy.
Yeah.
What's a FUBAR?
So it's like a 5-hour energy shot. It's got 400 milligrams of caffeine split between caffeine and like a fast releasing and a slow releasing. I just got a notification through my computer. It scared me. It came through the headphones. Yeah, so it's like a 5-hour energy shot. They got 4 different flavors out now: orange, cherry, lime, blue raz, and now the sour gummy bear. And I like mixing these with Sprite Zero. So I'll just take a shot of that and mix it with Sprite Zero. So it makes it a little bit carbonated and with the caffeine. So pretty good.
So what was that video that you had? Are you a tier 1 operator? Is that what that is, or?
No, it was just to like help promote myself. So
that's kind of cool.
Still tier 2.
Oh, I couldn't tell like what it was. I didn't know if it was like your promotion video, and now you're sponsored or some shit.
Not yet. I'm not getting that monthly paycheck yet. All right, so next, I guess I kind of alluded into it in a couple other videos, but the reason why we haven't been doing podcast, first off, the day that we did the last podcast, I actually started having symptoms of COVID and tested positive the next day. So I can't guarantee or confirm or deny anything. I'm assuming with our trip to Colorado, coming back home and stuff like that, I had COVID or got COVID that way. Don't know how or where, but can't confirm or deny anything. So, so the day we did the podcast, remember I was smoking the pork butts?
Whoa, what?
I was smoking pork shit.
Oh, there it is.
Keep going out and checking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
the pork gave you COVID is what you're saying?
Yeah, I couldn't smell the smoker all day, and that's what finally I realized I lost my sense of smell. So, I had dealt with that for a week, and then had the issues that I had at Great Lakes Strongest Man, and then after we came back from Great Lakes Strongest Man, I had a root canal, and then I got a really bad infection in my face and my jaw from that too. So Jesus. I was not able to. It looks like I had a big old softball on my cheek. It was fun.
Did you leave your immune system in Colorado? So it sounds like
pretty much. So what have you been up to?
Oh. Well, we just got back from Chicago, which I have to admit is probably one of the most interesting cities I've ever been to. The downtown part of it's cool. Like, we've seen like the Bean and the park and all that, the buildings. And then we had to leave and go to our hotel. And like our hotel was, Ashley had a convention dealio, so that's why we were there. And her convention center it was like one of those like big hotel convention centers, but they wouldn't allow the students to bring any family. Like, the family couldn't even stay in the hotel. So only the student could stay in the hotel. So we had to find one outside of the hotel, and of course, it was all booked. So I ended up finding one that was like 30 minutes north. So, on the way there, we went to Chicago, and then I went from Chicago to the hotel. Well, I didn't realize that my phone, I turned off no toll roads, which is all, Illinois is all toll roads. So it took me through the hood of hoods. Like, so I don't know if you know much about Chicago, but Chicago's like one of the worst cities in America, and the worst part of it is Oak Park. And where do you think I needed to get gas at? So, like, dude, I pulled into this gas station. It was sketch. Like, the whole time, it was probably the most sketchy thing I've ever been in. I've gotten gas in Flint and all that stuff, no problem. But, like, this was like, I put in like $8 in gas and got out of there.
Dude. Of course, Illinois, especially the Chicago area, is a no-carry area, so...
Well, on top of that is the police right now, they're having a big fight with the government about, I don't know, like, vaccines and pay and all that stuff. Oh. So, like, half the cops are on strike. Yeah. So, in the worst city in the world, like, half the cops are not working right now. So, it's bad. They had 40 shootings in the weekend we were there. And
That's
I'm like...
insane.
I was like, do you think Chicago is huge? But when you actually look at it on the map, it's not that big of an overall city. It's like a couple, like 20, 30 square miles. But like for 40 shootings in 2 days, like it was crazy. Right. Nothing I ever want to go back and hang out in again. There's nothing that special. Like, I've been to Columbus for the Arnold. I've been to Minneapolis. Yep. All those like big cities that have kind of bad parts of town, but nothing compares to Chicago. I give them credit. That is a intimidating city.
So I've never been I've drove through Chicago and that's it. My dad, I remember I went out to Wisconsin for a wrestling tournament one summer, or a wrestling camp, and my dad came out to pick us up. We got dropped off. We were there for a week. He came back to pick us up, and he said he accidentally got off at the wrong exit, and he saw stuff that he's never seen before. And my dad lived in Fresno, California for a while, and he got back on the highway right away and got back on this route.
Yeah.
So this was pre-GPS,
It's
MapQuest.
I don't know, man. It was crazy. It was super sketchy. Probably the most sketchy feeling that you could possibly have. And I was like, this is what it feels like, those kids in the horror movies when they're walking up to the abandoned house in the middle of Texas. Like, they're just like, I don't know, we should probably go in here. Like, that's what I felt like. It's like, I have to get gas because if not, I'm going to break down. But, dude, I pumped like $8 and just got out of there. It was kind of fun. It was a fun story, though, for future. I made it through Oak Park. I can get a shirt that says that.
Do I get a patch on the other side of this, or?
And then, yeah, and then we came back from that. Just got back a couple hours ago, which, was like a 5-hour car ride. We stopped in Saugatuck. So the west side of the state, went over there and sat on the beach for a while and watched that, and then came all the way back across the east side here where I live, and it was a good time. It was overall a fun trip. A lot of weird drivers, a lot of things I've never seen before driving in Chicago too. So like they have side of the road, like like the where you to pull off if you have a flat tire. The traffic was kind of backed up, and there's people doing 75-mile-an-hour down that just like, dude, it was sketchy.
And it's like a 45 or 55 area.
Well, yeah, and like people going across 4 lanes, getting on. It's like an on-off on-ramp, and people just like doing this in front of you.
Were you in Chicagoland area driving through?
It had to be. It was. I went through north, and south, and west side of Chicago.
Yeah, Chicagoland area. It's like 5 lanes of highway. Yeah, and people.
It's bad.
I think the speed limit's only like 45 or 55, but people are doing like 70 plus through there. It's ridiculous. Yeah, we had to go that way a couple times to some competitions down in southern Illinois. You have to go across and then cut back down. But yeah, that's a bad highway area, and people over there don't know how to drive.
And I want to say this is also my third consecutive time driving through Illinois without paying a single toll. I'd like to give my shout out to God and shout out to everyone else that helped me through this. The toll there. Yeah, so we got anyway, besides that with training, getting ready, planning this massive event we're going to talk about. It's one for the ages. It's going to make the Arnold look small.
You ready to start talking about that now?
Yeah, let's I'll have you so I figure with this, what I'll do is I'll have you kind of ask me some questions since you're competing in it. Like every other competition, everyone wants to know every single little detail on Earth. And I want to give out as much information as possible for people to start training because this is kind of turned into a big event.
So you're limiting it out to 15, and we got what, like 10 or 11 already?
21 right now as we got signed up. So I figured we'll do 20, and that will give some room down to 15.
Okay, we have 20 people signed up?
Yeah. So I figured what it is I took, I was going to set the limit to 15, but then we had about 21 people already, like, kind of wanting to go. So I figured, 21 is perfectly fine. I got room, and then, some people are going to drop off. So I figure we'll probably end up having around, like, 16, 17 people competing.
Okay. So, event number 1, you've announced all the events already. I know you're probably still figuring out some numbers and whatnot. So event number 1 you announced is going to be the candy cane front hold for time.
Yep.
Right? So kind of like just like the hammer hold out in front of you, right?
Yep, so what we're going to do is you'll have your back against the yoke. Like we have the yoke on the side. You put your back against the upright of the yoke, and then you'll start off with it close, and then on go, you'll hold it out in front of you, and then I figure I'll have the judges give you one warning, so when you start to come down, they'll say bring it up. Then you got to hold, Then after the first warning, if you go down again, then that's where your time will stop.
Have you been messing around with that to try and figure out some weights so far?
A little bit. We're doing some Strongman Saturdays to have the girls come out to kind of help determine the weight because I was kind of looking to see what average is, and I seen like at Frankenmuth they did the beer stein dealio. I think that was 16 pounds. Or was that? Remember that at Michigan Strongman?
No, I wasn't there for that one.
Oh yeah, they have. It's like a little side contest. It was a beer stein filled with coins or something like that. I think that was 16 pounds, but I'm not sure. But I figured with the candy cane apparatus, I want to make it to where you can you probably get plus 30 seconds plus with it. Everyone will be able to. So I don't want it to be like someone, the winner's going to have 12 seconds with it. I want it to be a little bit more of a torture. So it's going to be lighter than, it won't be no more than 40 pounds.
Okay.
Is my guess.
Okay. So back support, you got to have your back up against the yoke the whole time. Um, Hands straight across that from the eye level, right? No dropping or going too high. You're
Yeah,
gonna watch the elbow bend too.
I never thought about it, but maybe trying to
Okay.
learning to see how they judge these in real comps. Because I noticed some people like they don't lock out, like they hold it like this, and then
Okay.
there's some that are full lockout. But either way, it's still gonna suck. It's not gonna make it any easier.
Yeah, and I think elbow bend would help a little bit, but I mean I could be wrong. Um, I've the only time I ever did the front hold was we did the sausages and it was straight out in front of us like this. So
Yeah.
cool. I don't think there's a lot of rules explanation to talk about with that. Um, Wrist wraps, all that going to be allowed.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay. All right. So next event is arm over arm sleigh pull. For this event, the athlete will be pulling Santa's stupid heavy sleigh because the reindeer are too fat and lazy. You will pull the sleigh arm over arm 30 feet, fastest time wins. You will have a footrest for bracing. It's a 2-inch battle rope that you'll be pulling. Excuse me. You use like a tire or something like that for us to sit in?
Something like that. I was just gonna do. I'll put my 2 sandbags, like for your feet to go on, and you just put your butt on the floor. I
Okay.
don't think sitting on anything's really gonna help. Then it'll help you give you that leg drive too if you really need it, because it's gonna be pretty heavy. Because
Mm.
I tested this out when I was training.
The sandbags don't slide.
No, no. If you can push 600 pounds of sandbag out of the way, you got some force going.
Okay.
Sandbags don't like to roll too easily. But I figured with that, and I wanted to make it pretty heavy so it actually be, because that's a fun one to challenge yourself on, especially for there's a lot of like newer lifters and newer competitors, and I think it'd be cooler to have something that you can really say, I can't believe I pulled 700 pounds or whatever it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I did a few testing of it, and I worked up to some pretty heavy weight, and I made it to where it's the floor. The floor in this gym actually does help you because it's smooth, so it actually gives you get more power per pull than you would on like a rubber mat floor. So it's going to be right on concrete.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I don't think there's much to talk about there. Pretty basic. There's not a lot of things you can do to cheat on that. So, I mean, so event 3, you got load Santa sacks. So it's going to be Santa's decided to stay on unemployment on the North Pole, is looking for someone to carry Santa sacks and load them into chimneys. The athletes will have to carry and load 3 sandbags from 30 feet and load them over a high bar. The weights will be lighter, but you will be training them to shoulder height. So on this, is it going to be Matt Little's shoulder height or your shoulder height, my shoulder height?
It's going to be based off your height. So it's going to be everyone's probably. I haven't figured out the exact number yet, but it's going to be like your height minus like 12 or something like that. So that way Matt doesn't have to try to load a sandbag to like 6'5". Like.
I mean, or we could use the same height for everybody and make it easier. No. You okay?
I want to watch someone suffer when they go to put a sandbag pretty much over their head.
Oh, fun.
Well, you guys everyone just did the sandbag to shoulder, so
Yeah,
it's a direct translation.
My sandbag didn't come off the ground.
You're going to have that on the big job sometimes. Trust me, our bag won't be any bigger than 350, I promise.
Oh, thanks. Can't wait. So, what are your bags? What are you thinking about using for weight?
Well, I don't want to give all my secrets away, but I'm thinking for us, I'd probably do 200, 250, and then, or what was that? 175, 200, 250. I figured I think for the bigger people. I don't really know the exact weight until I have some girls kind of. I have to have the girls train because I don't want to make their sandbag way too crazy heavy, especially since it is being loaded pretty high. So it's more about explosiveness than it is just trying to hook it up there.
Okay.
So I figured I wanted to make something a little different than just a medley where everyone, you run, pick up the bag, run, just kind of throw it over the bar, run back down. I want to make this one more focused on actually exploding it up and trying to load it up over. It's not going to be too crazy. It'll probably be like right here on you. So you are going to have to, just like a stone, you're going to have to get it up and over.
Okay. So event 4 is going to be the 12 days of deadlift on the first day. Christmas, I'm not going to read all that.
Why? That's the best part.
Okay. Event 4, the 12 days of deadlifts. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a new style of deadlift event. Santa is sick of the same old deadlift events from all the comps, so he thought of something different that will test your snowballs and snow lady parts. We will have 2 deadlifts in one event. First is a standard bar from standard height. You choose the weight on both lifts. Second is a classic World Strongman style deadlift, silver dollar style deadlift. So you should be able to really pull super heavy. Bar will be right at knee height. You get 2 attempts at each bar, no time limit. So winner of each class will be the biggest combo of both deadlifts. For example, if you pull a 300 first bar and a 500 second bar, your total is 800. So on this, are you doing both deadlifts like back to back, or are we going to go do standards first and then everybody go through the silver dollar second?
So what it's going to be is you're going to each turn will be your first attempt. So like say I go first, I will do my first bar, drop it, do my second bar, and then I walk away. And then everyone does their first attempt, and then your second, you get a little break, and then you go back through and then do your second attempt of each. So it'll kind of give you a gauge. So what you really want to do, like the strategy on this one would be get your first lift in, get something that you can do. So, like if you, let's just say your max deadlift is 315, your first go around, you'd probably do like 275, and then the second one, that's when you'd kind of, let's see what we can do. Because even if, you fail your standard height, if you fail your standard height bar, you can go and pull more on your high bar to kind of make up for it. So that way, it's impossible to zero unless you just don't do anything. So either way, you're going to get a number on there.
Yeah, so we'll go over all the rules, but I'm assuming you're going to allow suits.
Yeah, if you want. I think it's going to be a little difficult to transition from both bars in a suit, but especially the second bar, because the suit's not going to help you at all in the second bar. The suit only helps you get it off the ground.
Right. Yeah.
That second bar,
it's going to be like doing a rack pull, a high rack.
Yeah. So that's the kind of training I would tell people to do on the second one. Is kind of do like maybe do a rack pull just a little lower, just to get basically put the bar at the bottom of your kneecap, kind of like in that region, and then work on pulling that, because like that's why everyone wants to use a suit. But I was like, I want to make a deadlift event that kind of eliminates the suit, but it also allows, because a lot of the people, since it's their first time or first or second time competing, it allows you to pull a big ass number without having to be worried about zeroing anything. I don't want no one to zero anything, especially I want this to be like a confidence boosting deadlift, because even like people that are just starting out deadlifting, that might only deadlift 300, on that high bar you might be able to pull 400. Like that's a big confidence. Like hell yeah, I pulled 500 in a comp or whatever. Like so that's what I really wanted to do for this too, and make it to where it's not 100% competitive, but it's still. You want to kind of like, hey, I bet you can't hit a 1100 total or something like that. Where it's kind of pushing each other to, and it helps work that full range of motion, because like we always see axle deadlift, max deadlift, axle deadlift, max deadlift, axle deadlift, max wagon wheel deadlift. Like it's just the same things over and over. This one, remember, you never did Cass City, but Cass City did a lift like this a couple years ago where they had a semi-tire deadlift, and it was pretty much where the bar was just below your knees, and it allowed you to pull a big number. So that's what, and it's like super cool to be able to say like, hey, hell yeah, like I pulled 500-600, especially for the women, like they pull 600-pound deadlift, and they never thought they could do that in a million years when they could just pull it in a comp, in a comp setting.
So do you have the silver dollar attachments?
No. So I was looking for them, and the only ones they do have, they're like $700, and they're made by some company that's like 9 months out. And I was like, so they had,
Keep going.
So, and then what I was thinking about doing is I kind of had making up some custom timbers. So what the bar will do is the bars will sit on the timbers, so that way the weights and everything and then you can adjust it for each person's height. You're able to adjust it by just shoving in some shivs underneath the timbers to, especially because like my knee height is going to be like some of the girls' waist height, so you can't have just a standard setup. And then the silver. So what I meant by the silver dollar style is it's a high deadlift. Because you remember watching like John Paul back in the day pull 1,000 pounds when he did the some type of axle off of something, and it was like a 15-inch deadlift.
I just sent you a post.
How much are those?
I can't remember. He had somebody. Oh, there's a different one. But I'm 200.
But the only thing about it is they're not really that adjustable though, for other people's heights.
Correct.
And that's going to be our biggest issue because I'm 6'5", and then Matt is 5'6". I'll give him credit.
I understand, but I mean it's a silver dollar deadlift.
Yeah, I meant for the height wise because they consider when I looked up like on World's Strongest Man and they did the axle, that axle deadlift, and they all consider that they label that under silver dollar deadlifts, and like Eddie Hall's book thing was a silver dollar deadlift. But looking for the actual boxes right now, and normally I would just have Matt build something, but the price of steel is about stupid asinine. So
right.
And this is a free competition. It's not like I'm charging anyone, so I'm not making any money to put into it. So I'm just using kind of what I have.
Sure. Okay. Makes sense.
Because like everyone's been doing wagon wheels, which I think is an 18-inch deadlift. It's a wagon wheel.
I think silver dollar deadlift is 18-inch. I think wagon wheels depending on the wheels, it's a 13 or 15.
Okay. I just want to have like a high deadlift, so that way. Because I just think it'd be cool to see some people total like over 1,000. Like most of the time, because like a lot of the people that are doing this, they're not pulling 800 pounds. So it's so even if you combine two lifts, it's going to be like 400, and it's like the hell with that. I want to see some big confidence boosting lifts, and you're already doing these other events which are going to kind of strain your back and your arms and everything. So, and having something like this too is just mixing it up, and I got room for it in my gym, so that's another thing that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So allowing figure eights.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Whatever you want to use.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Last event is probably going to be my favorite, and I'm sure you're not going to tell me, but all right. So Avalanche Red Medley. The last event is designed to fill you with holiday spirits. It will be a medley for the ages. There will be 3 overhead press events at once. The first 2 will just be a 1 rep, and they will be heavy. But the last will be lighter and will be an AMRAP until your chestnuts or chest lady parts are roasting. It will be in this order. There'll be a Yule log press, the North Pole press, which is an axle, and a Holly Jolly Viking press.
I ran out of ideas. I ran out of the Christmas themes, and I was like, fuck it, Holly Jolly Viking press.
No, I like it. I actually have this set up for me to go train this later tonight, so got out and got the Viking press set up earlier. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go train this tonight. What weights are you thinking?
Well, that's the thing. So I'm not 100% sure because I'm thinking. For one, I haven't messed with a Viking press since Motor City, so I have no idea like what we're capable of. So like I don't want to say like. Because I can't remember what it was in Motor City. I think it was like 225 for my weight class or something like that. And then it was like 275, or was it 325 for you guys?
290. 290. It was around 290. 295.
Okay.
Something like that. I'm pretty sure.
So I'm trying to think. I don't want to make it too insane because, like I said, I want to make that last one your like rep fest where it tests your cardio on top of also your max strength. Cardio. It's French.
Oh, okay.
Right, and then
I'll Google Translate that later.
Yeah, you have to look it up. I can't find anything on the internet. But no, I wanted to have like the log, like early guesses. I think it'll probably be like, I don't know. Like I said, because I don't know who's all, like how the weight classes are going to work, because I don't know if we're just going to have like a general heavyweight, because I got to kind of see who's all planning on coming for sure. Mm-hmm. So I need to make it to where, since if there's only 2 super heavyweights like us, I don't want to make it to where it's just me against you. I'd rather have some other people in there too. So
sure.
I would say the log will be anywhere between 245 to 295. And it'll be the same with the axle, anywhere in that region. And then the Viking press will probably be I would say like 250 to 275, maybe somewhere in there. Until I test it out, I'm not sure. But I'm thinking I would like to see it, like 10 plus reps on the Viking press after doing the first 2 events. So that's why I got to kind of test it out over the next couple weeks and see where we get to. Like I said, I don't want to make it too stupid heavy to where it's like people are only getting 3 reps on the Viking press, because that's not testing your chest nuts,
Right.
Digging down and getting that.
Or chest lady parts.
You got to cover both bases. But I think it's cool too. It's like like I said, when's the last time we did a Vikings press? Was Motor City. And so this will actually be on a Viking press apparatus too. It's not going to be the barbell dealio thingy. So this will be an actual the yoke apparatus made by Matt.
Okay.
The shop V10 whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. But it's going to be and I was thinking maybe doing front facing too for the cameras. So opposite of what everyone else does, because everyone always does, facing the people, so it's behind you. World's Strongest Man.
Strongest Man style.
Yeah, I really like that because it looks harder too.
Yeah. I don't know how I would train that on my apparatus. I wouldn't be able to.
Perfect.
I'm
couldn't
really
you?
Good at Viking press.
Is yours wide enough to like rest on your shoulders and then press, or no?
I don't think it's long enough. Like the handles are long enough.
Oh.
I think it's wide enough, but I would literally be coming down like right here, like at my shoulders every single time, instead of being kind of like out in front of you a little bit.
Well, that's why I wanted to take away the cheater aspect of it too, because you could, like once you get tired, you can do the throwback thing. You see people doing that. I want this to be as hard as possible on this one, because I kind of gave you a cakewalk events on everything else. Hey, that's another thing I wanted to do, because I know everyone's like specialties, so I wanted to work around everyone's different specialties too.
I hate sandbags, so.
I know. Everyone. I've never met anyone that goes, what we should do today? Train sandbags. Besides Nick. Nick is the only one that does that. He makes me train sandbags all the time. But it makes you better at it,
Right. Alright, I don't think there's much else to cover with that.
So how are you going to prep for it is my next question. What's your plans going into a prep for this?
So I've already started prepping. Well, I've done one training event.
So hold on before I forget, because I'll forget. Since we're still on Liftmas, there will be prizes for people that take first and second, first or third, depending on how many people we end up figuring out. So it'll either be first and second or first or third, depending on how many people are in your class. There will be an award, and then there will be like a form of goodie bag that you get. Like just for competing, so whoever actually shows up, because like I didn't want to charge anything, so I didn't get T-shirts or nothing, because I didn't want anyone to have to pay. So it's not nothing super cool, or it's not something super fancy, but it's little goodie bags for everyone that competes.
I will help put stuff into those. If you know what I mean. You gotta end that sentence. I will help put stuff into the goodie bags.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah. I just need people to make some purchases this month so I can
get some more free stuff.
Get some more free stuff to fill up those goodie bags.
I heard that you're throwing in a free Cerberus bar now that you're sponsored by Cerberus.
I'm sponsored by Cerberus?
Yeah, I see the hat.
Okay, so I am affiliated with Cerberus.
Same thing, right?
And you want to know what my commission is? It's like 5%. So even if somebody purchased a Cerberus bar, I would make like $15. So, I mean, it's there if enough people spend money. But like, I had a buddy of mine who he bought a thing of chalk, and I literally made like 16 cents.
Hell yeah! And then they taxed it.
Well, I don't get a check from them until it's over $100. But no, I won't have anything from Cerberus to throw into goodie bags.
Oh,
I will definitely have some Recon One products to throw into the goodie bags, though. Like, we'll see what I can come up with, but I'll be able to put some stuff together for you.
cool. Yeah, and then
Anthony McNett, Redcon 1 Tier Operator 2 will be sponsoring this event.
yeah, hashtag. We'll put them on the banner. That's actually just a dry erase board that I have in the gym. So if anyone wants to sponsor, you can hit my Venmo up and.
Can you draw my QR code on there?
Yeah, I'll give her my best shot. If I go to you, it might go to 2 Girls 1 Cup. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That would be awesome. You go print off some like pictures of QR codes to make the QR code go to like 2 Girls 1 Cup or Rickroll, and then just say like use this code for my checkout, and then everyone hits that. Ultimate prank. But yeah, so then I'm remodeling the gym right now, so I have all drywall coming in. Everything's getting drywalled. It's going to be painted. It'll be done by that time.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then I'll have seating out there. What I'm thinking about doing is taking some of my machines out, putting them in my my actual garage, my car garage, and then having the whole gym open, have everything in there open. I'll put some couches in there for people to sit. We have a photographer that's going to be taking pictures.
Saw that.
Yeah, so we'll have a photographer there doing like action shots, and that is one of the competitors' wife.
Yep.
I don't remember the exact name of her Facebook page, but I'll give her a shout out once I actually become a professionally promoter.
It was on one of your comments, right?
Yeah. Hold on,
I got it pulled up right here.
Do you? Okay.
Yep. Show all comments. Is my wife does photography and has done shots for some of us at Great Lakes Strongman. You have to be looking. Oh, it doesn't actually say the name on the comment.
I believe her name is. So I know the guy's name is Cody Rippin. I don't know. I don't have it pulled up.
Ripperger.
Ripperger. It's his wife. So I don't know if you had to.
Well, maybe it says it on her Facebook.
Yeah, I don't remember how to get there. I'm not good with this Facebook stuff. It took me forever to figure out the event page. Your events. There it is. It is. Please hold.
So they're out of like Flint area, it looks like.
Yeah. Joni Ripperger. She is the one that will be doing the pictures.
Yeah, I was looking to see if it had like her business name or something on there.
I think it's on her regular profile. I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, I got her Facebook page pulled up here. Stalking,
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Check out the comp. Yeah, so then, but that's another thing that's really cool I wanted to say about this.
So what he was saying with the weights that he was talking about is the weights like the heavy weights we're going to do. So more than likely what we'll do is we'll split it up. So if you do show up, it won't be like you'll be competing against me and Cory. You'll be competing against probably like Matt and
Nick. Nah, Nick will be in the super heavyweights.
Who else was coming? Cameron. Cameron's like 18 too, right?
Yeah. I don't remember how to see who's coming. God damn, I gotta learn how to use this.
So coming is
like Fred.
Yeah, Fred.
Matt, Cameron. I think Cody will be in our class. And then there's a couple women. Brandon White, I see. He's on there as going. So I remember seeing him at the throwdown.
Okay.
I think he won his class, if I remember right. And then, then like I invited Big Kev, and there's another guy I don't know, Travis Brown. He's a maybe.
Okay.
And then Clayton, my brother, I think, I don't know if he's doing it or not.
Bradley?
Yeah, I think not sure if he's doing it or not. It all depends if he has to work or not.
Okay.
How do I get back there?
Yeah, so this for sure that you won't be competing against me and Cory. We're going to split it up. There will be a lightweight and a heavyweight for sure. So, yeah.
You know, like I said, it's not going to be like a lifetime PR contest for you. If anything, it'll be like basically I kind of made it like a novice. Like everyone's in the novice. It's not going to be too extreme because, like I said, I wanted everyone to have fun. Especially like the Cody. I think that Cody, he only competed at Great Lakes for the first time, so I don't want to come in here and discourage him by making like the log a 325 log or something like that. Like, so I wanted to make it to where, like I said, I don't want nobody to zero an event. I want everyone to have fun, and the best way to do that is, crush some PRs. Like save your PR for the deadlift, even if you're an overhead god like Tony here. Like, you'll have to push yourself on the deadlift. I seen your deadlift video you posted the for Spooktober, Scaretober.
It's not looking too bad right now. Back held up pretty well. Was able to pull a hook grip 500, so I was happy with that. With first
Hook grip's where you tuck your thumb, right? Like that?
Well, an over-under, we'll call it that.
Okay, so I always do double overhand everything.
You do double over?
Yeah, everything. So I never use my thumbs. I always use fingers.
Oh, yeah.
So like when I grab the bar, it's like this. Okay. And then even when I do farmers, same way, farmers. And like Nick hates me for my grip because it makes no sense, right? So like when I do farmers, 90% of my grip is in my fingers, not my hand itself. So like most of the time when I'm doing it, that bar in my hand's like this. I'm not even closed. So like guys at his house, we did, I think it was like 280 per hand or something like that, doing a 75-foot runs. And I was coming back. He's like, your hand's not even closed. I'm like, yeah, I never close my hands. I always, and even when I was deadlifting, like when I was pulling, I did a 525 double overhand during warm-ups, and it was the same thing. It's always this, I don't know how you people do the hook grip. My thumb don't fit like that. Maybe I got fat thumbs. And I'm afraid to do mixed grip because I don't want to tear a bicep.
So that's what I did. I pulled 500 mixed grip.
Ugh. No, thank you.
I couldn't do it double over for some reason. And then I tried 550 and failed 550, so with straps. But then I was rack pulling. I had 405 on the bar plus my bands, which is about an extra 100. So wasn't feeling too bad. And I did that for reps. I didn't do. I think I did 5 reps of that weight. So I was pretty happy with that. And that's all the 45s I got too. So.
Yeah. I was doing a count because Nick is coming to train Saturday. He's training for his OSG lifts. He has a deadlift ladder, which is insane. I think it's like 5 deadlifts in a row.
Yeah.
And it's like 495 to 705, I think it is, for his weight class, which is insane.
Damn.
He's like, how much weights do you have? So I had to go out there and do an inventory. And I actually got a pretty decent collection now going. I didn't. What the heck is this? Yeah, I got 20 45s.
Holy cow.
21 45s. That's what it was. Remember so I have 21 45s. I have 6 35s, 10 25s, and then various 5s and 10s and 2.5s. So I actually have a decent collection going. But for his list, like. Yeah. I think we need like 3,000 pounds or something like that total. So I have to have Matt bring some hundos down so that way you can complete some. Because it's it's just like, think about it, like a 705 bar, like a 655, a 595. It's like that's takes up everything that you got just in those 3.
Oh yeah, can you they got to pull because they have multiple lanes going on at a time too.
That's a lot.
How many? They're pulling hundreds and 45s from all over the country for this event.
I think ain't like Rogue or something sponsor for OSG or Cerberus?
Are they now?
I have no idea. I don't know nothing about it. I probably sound like an idiot. They have to have some type of sponsorship though to get that much equipment. Either that or they empty like 6 gyms out.
I don't know because the guy that hosts that, I can't remember his name now, but Yeah, I don't know if they got sponsors to work with them. They have to. It's getting bigger and bigger every year. So, are they still doing that down in Florida?
I think Daytona or either Daytona or Orlando or something. I think Nick said he's going to.
Yeah, I can't remember. They had a pretty good venue that they used last year. I remember. Cool. Um, yeah, so my training started the other day for this. Like I said, I did the deadlifts, and then tonight after we're done here, I'm gonna go out and do some overhead pressing. So
Nice. What do you got? What do you got on the mini? So are you training for?
So I have the medley set up for Liftmas medley. So I'll do that tonight. I'll see what I can work up to on everything. So I'll just do like 5 of each and get heavier and heavier until, I'm at the decent weight for the axle and log. And yeah.
Nice, yeah. And that, like I was thinking too, is having like diverse events like that, having a medley, then having an overhead medley. Like it's also testing out like your endurance, as I would say, instead of cardio. But like, I think that's cool too because it gives a different side of the aspect instead of just having max log, max deadlift, max axle, max. Like, it kind of mixes it up, has a little more fun, and then having that, and then I don't remember what I was gonna say now. Yeah, I was gonna say something smart, but I lost. It's gone.
Yeah, that's how smart you are. Yeah, so the only thing I really don't have to train, I only have one sandbag. And I hate it. It's one of the old Iron Mine sandbags. I don't have a sled to pull, so you do a lot of
Your yoke.
seated rows with that.
Pull the yoke.
That sounds terrible.
That's what it is. That's what the comp is.
Oh, is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah. I gave away one of my secrets.
Well,
Yeah, basically what it is it's a chain strung across the middle, and then the rope hooks to a carabiner on that chain. So you have to, while you're pulling it, there'll be someone there to help keep it a little straight, but it's literally like pulling a sleigh.
okay.
So that's what the whole. And like I know your yoke is 450 or something like that empty.
Yeah.
So I don't know how your smooth or garage floor is, or how the bottom of your yoke is, but
I don't have room in my garage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you can put your feet on it. You can sit in your tire, though. Use your tire and pull it up the driveway. It's only a 30-foot pole. And training uphill will give you a...
I don't have rope either, so...
Be a man, use some chain. That'll get your hands ready for it.
I could do that. Well, yeah, I'm probably a lot of seated rows to help with that. That's how I've done training for car pulls before. So that's only every time I've done any kind of pulls was actually my first 2 competitions had a car pull, and I don't think I've done one since then.
I used to sit at the end of my driveway and pull my truck up the driveway. That's how I just did that for training. I didn't have it in a comp or anything. I've always wanted to do it in a comp because of how easy I could pull the truck. So that's what I wanted to see. But the truck, once you get the wheels moving, it's all momentum after that.
Right. The sled's going to be a little different.
Yeah, that comp I was supposed to do in June, that one was pulling a fire truck, I think it was. You're supposed to arm over arm pull a fire truck.
Okay. Did you see the WUS that they just had? What they did for their mystery event?
What'd they do this time?
It was like a sled, but it was set up on like a train track type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to push it down and then run back and pull it back to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool setup.
I was watching
It had chains attached to it too. So when you first started pushing it, it was light, and then as soon as those chains started dragging, it got heavy towards like quarter of the way into it. And then it was the same thing when you pulled it back to you. It was light at first, and then those chains caught up to you and started getting really heavy at the end.
That's pretty cool.
Gloves allowed in the arm over the arm. I don't see why not.
Yeah. If you're a man, you use your hands.
Spit.
Everyone spit on the rope. This is a opposite of a COVID event. Yeah, I seen a lot of these events were expired for me watching old World's Strongest Man videos again, and I remember that year where I think it was 2007. I think it was where they did it was the boat on the ramp. It was Pujanowski's last year, and they had to pull that boat up the ramp, and that boat weighed like 400 pounds, but that ramp was like 80 degrees.
Yeah, it was like a boat launch.
Yeah, it was constant tension pulling back against you, so no momentum. I thought that shit was cool, so I was like, I want something like that. Like that yoke, there's no... As soon as you stop pulling, that yoke's going to stop. There's no wheels or nothing. And it's not made to slide, so it's not even giving you that benefit of you just pull really hard, it will give you a couple. Like, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Anything else you want to talk about with Liftmas?
Let's see. Trophies. Got the food afterwards.
Yeah, so going to be a potluck style. I think you talked about this up at the top. Awards for winners and a potluck dinner after the comp. What's better than Christmas music and heavy deadlifts? Bring the families and kids. Yeah, so yeah, everybody brings like a dish to pass type of thing.
Yeah, so I have my house. Yeah, I got plenty of room, 2 living rooms. So like, if the kids need to watch cartoons or whatever the hell kids do nowadays, I got the Wi-Fi and you can fire up about 60, 70 tablets. But I figured that too, or I got Wi-Fi out in the gym, so that way too they can. You can have tablets out there if you want to bring them out there with you, or if you have the wife or with you. The wife doesn't give a shit about watching you lift anymore, so she wants to go in the house and hang out and do girl stuff, drink wine, whatever the hell they do. But yeah, then afterwards have potluck. I'll probably do a prime rib. I have prime rib in my freezer still, and then
hell yeah,
she gonna be, and then we'll have and then I'll put out a spreadsheet probably a week or 2 before the comp and kind of see what people want to bring, so that way we don't have to worry about getting 16 mac and cheeses. Well, actually, that wouldn't be bad. 16 different types of mac and cheese. That'd be pretty cool. Then we can have like a mac and cheese bar. And then the most important part, brownies, desserts, cakes.
Yeah. Fruit cakes.
Yeah, all you can eat fruit cake at the end, provided by me.
So the date of Liftmas is 2 weeks before Christmas. It's December 11th. It's going to be at 2 p.m.
Yeah, during the day.
Okay.
Well, it's not going to take. It's not going.
Yeah, it's not going to take all day.
No, we'll probably be, as long as everyone stays in a groove, we'll be done in like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Be eating dinner by 6. It's not like there's 75 people and you got to reset the.
That's true.
If we would have did it at 9 in the morning, we'd be done by like 11, and no one wants to eat.
Start drinking earlier.
Because this is kind of, we always do like a Friendsmas or like a Friendsgiving, but last year no one had anything. So this year, this is kind of like the Friendsmas all together in one, because Strongman family, we're all friends and
hell yeah,
get to have that. And then I was trying to make it. That's why I wanted to post it now, so that way everyone could plan ahead, because everyone does have Christmas parties in December. So I wanted to make sure you can get as far out notice as possible. And I was thinking about having some cool things leading up to the comp too, like for the people on the page, like posting different things, having like like posting your training or something like that. Having fun, just doing shit like that, making it more than just a boring old comp. Something like that. And then, like I said, we'll have like a photographer there, so we'll get some cool action shots for your Facebook profile pictures, and especially if you're doing the second deadlift, like shit, with a rack pull with a no training, you probably pull 700, and just having 700 as your profile picture, you pulling that'd be a cool ass picture, and stuff like that. And then the award ceremonies, big deal. It's like an Olympic gold medal basically. I haven't decided what I'm going to make. I have a couple ideas of what I want to do for trophies, but I haven't had a final decision on it yet.
There's something I was gonna say. We're gonna live stream it.
If we do, we can't play music. Or if we can play music, but everyone else can. I can't do it because I'm on my third strike with Facebook, and so
we could do it on my YouTube. I haven't been caring anything about my YouTube lately. My last 2 videos I posted were copyrighted. So
really,
oh, yeah.
For what?
Music.
I didn't hear any. You didn't play any? Did you play like the non-free songs or whatever?
I just played nothing covering the background music.
Oh, is that what it was?
It was just all my regular music playing in the background. I just
yeah, that's what I had to. I can't do any. I'll be cool to do a live stream. I don't know who would watch it since we're all kind of gonna participating.
Right. Yeah, to watch back afterwards. Yeah, so the deadlift video that I just posted got copyrighted. Oh, and the Great Lakes Strongman got copyrighted also.
Because of the music in the background?
Yeah. I didn't put any music or anything over top of it, so.
Yeah, I figured we need some type of just subtle music in the background to not, just like some hardcore Norwegian death metal or something. Nothing, something Christmassy. Don't you want to pull a lifetime PR deadlift to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Santa baby playing in the background as you're sweating your ass off doing an arm over arm pull.
Absolutely. All right, you got any questions made up?
No, I didn't prepare. I was on the road all day. You were supposed to think of some questions.
I won't even get.
I can always think of questions off the top of my head.
Yeah. If anybody in here's got any more questions other than regards to Liftmas, or if you do have regards to Liftmas or anything else in general, life, sex ed, whatever you need, we got it.
I have a couple questions about this sex ed. Have you met him?
I work with him.
Oh shit, that's my uncle. They used to call him sex ed back in school. No, God damn, that threw me off. Anything about sex ed. What are ovaries? What weight do you want to come into this comp at? What's your goal? I know I've seen your Squat-tober. How's that going?
Oh, as soon as I got that infection in my mouth, it was gone. I just wasn't. I was done with.
Tony, what the fuck does your mouth do with your legs? Sierra's disappointed in you. Disappointment.
It happens. No, I was just in a lot of pain. I don't know if you've ever had like a canal type pain or anything like that. It was just, I don't know. It just messed with me bad for a while. So
I had all 4 wisdom teeth. They're all grown in, and I dealt with that because I never got them removed. Now they're part of my normal teeth because they grew in and then they fell straight, and the dentist is like, no big deal. So now I got that to deal with for the rest of my life. So I know what teeth pain is.
Gotcha. Yeah. It was not fun for a little while, and like I couldn't open my jaw wide enough to like eat. So for like 5 days, it was literally like soup and oatmeal was all. I couldn't eat. Okay, shut up.
You couldn't open your jaw, so all you could have was soup?
Yeah.
Oh, gross. You hear that? I know.
For 5 days, it was nothing but soup.
Good soup.
Good soup. I really wanted to make that TikTok too.
Dude, I've been TikToking way too much recently, so now I get every reference on Earth. So, oh no, our table, it's broken.
Yeah, I've been into it again a little bit too, making a couple videos. So,
yeah, I was looking forward to watching your training videos, but fuck, you only get one of those every 2 months. Your semi-annual training video.
That's the only time I ever train.
I miss your sped up rowing videos where you used to, or like where you do the arm pulls because you'd speed it up, and then you turn around, and you're like, it always cracks me up. I usually watch it when I'm driving. You know, best time to watch videos.
Yeah.
I spend all day on the road. How goes the diet? You've been eating?
I've been eating.
Yeah.
A lot.
Been mowing.
Yeah, so I was cutting for a little bit. I did get down 10 pounds pretty quickly. But yeah, after the mouth surgery, it was a lot of sodium from the soup. So
Good soup.
Good soup. So the weight went back up a little bit, and I don't know, I'm getting back into it a little bit right now. I got to do some meal prep tomorrow, so.
Yeah, I know. So I went on this weekend vacation. I had like a whole deep dish pizza to myself. Dude, I felt like such shit after eating. That was like, dude, that had to be easily 4,000 calories. Like, just pure salt, sodium. Because, you know, like Chicago deep dish, the motherfucker's just butter and salt.
Right.
And it wasn't, you know, to be fair, it said world famous pizza. It tasted like what they call those, Mama Sicily or whatever it is, the deep dish ones you can buy at Kroger. Tasted just like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing because they were like, Mamma Mia, how do you like our pizza? And I was like, it's great. And I was like,
it's good stuff.
Good soup. Tastes the same as.
Use this as a Yelp review.
Yeah, like it was. So, not a huge fan of the world famous Chicago style deep dish. I guess it's better than that.
Do you have any hot dogs?
No, I'm a man. Or you get? I know I didn't. After the Chicago experience I had, I didn't want to go back and have any more fun hot dogs. I was perfectly happy with going 40 miles around the city, staying on the outskirts. Yeah, I've been getting 4,000 calories a day in right now. I've been pretty consistent with that, except for today I drove all day, so I probably didn't get everything I needed in. And eating a hotel breakfast, I tried to do the best I could on it. I hate powdered eggs so much.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can tell when they make bulk eggs, that just has that like nasty, watery flavor.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Burn.
But yeah, and then I had so like Nick has me on about 4,000 calories a day right now, and I've been doing pretty consistent on that. I want to make up some steak and chicken tomorrow and some mashed potatoes. Take some break from rice, because even with the rice, I'm finding it hard. I gotta hit that 4,000 calories in like 6 meals. Mm-hmm. So it's easier. I think if I add mashed potatoes in, that'll probably knock it down to like 4 or 5. Or Nick's gonna find out I said that. He's gonna kick me in the head. I don't know. We'll find out.
He's probably watching secretly.
Quietly. On his burner account. What is with all these?
All these what?
Notifications. Jesus.
From what?
Facebook. I don't know. That's weird.
Facebook.
Yeah, I just got a bunch.
I was getting a few.
Yeah, 4,000 calories a day for me is maintaining. Which is still kind of low. Some of the guys I talked to, they're up to about 5,500 a day for maintenance. But my metabolism is weird too, so we'll have to see how it affects next few weeks. Going into winter, I'll be a little less active. But I did 45 minutes of static state cardio in the hotel each day I was there. They had one of those, because you got to stay healthy. They had one of them ellipticals, but instead of like an elliptical, it goes like up. So it's like a stair climber elliptical combination deal. Dude, I must have looked like fucking Bambi on that thing trying to get it going. Because I was like I'm huge on it, and I was like pushing down, and it wasn't doing nothing. So then I tried to go forward, and it's like, and I was like, okay, well that's not right. So then like I pull it back, and then it does like, it's like a really fast, it's like a whoo, and then I almost fall over on it. So I'm sitting there like pressing the on button, and it's not working. Apparently you got to like get it going first, and then it'll turn itself on. Yeah. So I can and then because like it had no tension on it or no resistance, so the thing's going like 1,200 mile an hour, and I'm trying to press the button and figure it out, and goddamn 170. Yeah, that's. What'd you weigh at Throwdown? Were you still 170?
Do you remember the last time you weighed 170?
Yes, I do actually. Fourth grade football. I remember because doing youth football, you have to weigh in every day, and the cutoff was 160, and I was 160. Or take your shoes off. Okay, take your shirt off. Okay, 160.9. There you go. And I was in fourth grade, so I remember that. I don't remember exactly. So somewhere between fourth and fifth grade, I hit 170.
So before middle school, I don't know what I weighed, but there was in middle school there was a weight cut off for football then. Same thing like you're talking about. And nobody invited me to play football. I didn't know anything about football until I got into 8th grade, and I got signed up for the team. And I showed up to the weigh-ins, and I can't remember what the weight cutoff was, but I was 189 in 8th grade. So before that, I have no idea what I weighed. I never tracked, or checked or anything like that. So, but yeah, so 170, probably 5th grade.
So about the same. And I remember I was 5'6". Because the only way I remember this is because I watched wrestling a lot as a kid, and I was the same size as Rey Mysterio when I was in 4th grade. Because he was 5'6" and 160 pounds.
Yeah.
I always thought that was cool, and that's how I remember that until I die.
You're
I couldn't do a 619 though, so I'm kind of mad still. But I never did get that WWE contract. Maybe I gotta get in with Redcon or so I can get my WWE. Or no, wait, I forget the order that it goes in. Somewhere between becoming a professional boxer, I have to get in and become a professional wrestler. Then I quit wrestling, and then I do strongman, and then I quit strongman, do boxing, and then quit boxing and do bodybuilding, and then you die. So I'm ready. I'm still in that first stage. That's the way everyone does.
Okay.
Okay, Nate, look at all the recent strongman besides like Brian Shaw, like Pujanowski. Strongman.
Oh, yeah.
Quit. Did bodybuilding. Quit. Now he doesn't. Well, he does MMA fighting,
Right.
And he still does MMA fighting. Eddie and Thor, strongman, quit.
You threw me off because I thought you were talking about Recon 1 athletes first, and I'm like, wait a minute, who in there did that?
Oh no.
Well, except for who was it? Adam Shear.
Well, he did wrestling and then got Redcon and then quit. Now he's doing bodybuilding.
He did strongman.
Strongman, wrestling, Redcon, and then now he's doing bodybuilding, I think, and wrestling. And then now he's going to get back. Sounds like he's getting back into strongman, maybe. He doesn't know for sure. Yeah, not just kind of making his rounds.
He's been hard to follow ever since he got left from WWE.
Well, he was just in at the Comic-Con down in Detroit this weekend. Motor City Comic-Con, yeah. I seen on his Instagram. He's like, I'm here in Detroit at the Motor City Comic-Con. Come out and see me. And I was like, shit, of course. The only time I'm not. I've been cool to go to Comic-Con. Not really into all that shit, but it'd be cool to meet him.
Yeah, I didn't know they had anything like that around here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then, like Thor and Eddie. And then, what's his name? Not Sven Carlson. Who's the other one? Magnus Samuelsson. He's in acting now, so he did that route.
Yeah.
But it's, he was a fighter for a minute after Strongman.
Okay.
But, yeah, so I'm in that between phase. Did you see Nick won at Strongman Corp Nationals?
Well, he took third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got his pro card.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Good for him. Well, it's crazy how much he's progressed since Throwdown.
Yeah.
His log.
Yeah, 375 I think it was his last press.
Did you see the lockout? I mean, good for him, but it was a soft lockout.
Oh no, I didn't see. I just seen the number. I didn't see his press or anything. No, he did that. Yeah, what did he do? 330 at
340, I believe, and then he went for 350 or 356 or 365.
Whatever the record is.
Whatever the state record is, and he didn't hit it. So, but yeah, good for him, man. That's awesome.
He actually did really good and all. Like he's athletic too, which is cool for being a big guy. Like he has that speed too, which is a rarity nowadays. So that's what really helps
Right.
on a lot of the. I seen they did like two different things with that wheelbarrow. I seen they did like a wheelbarrow load and a wheelbarrow deadlift. I think it was. Is that
So
what it was?
I didn't watch any of it other than because their live stream was terrible.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so I watched. I started watching right after he did his log press actually, because I opened it up and then they're like, "Yeah, we're down to 2 lanes at 375," and I just saw somebody comment that was Nick Davis. I'm like, "Fuck, I just missed him." So yeah, because I was at work all week or Friday when it was happening, and then it went on Saturday, and I was not around on Saturday, so.
Yeah, like I think even no matter what kind of lockout, like that's badass that he got that because I seen it wasn't him. I watched someone else's video, but like being able to press that or clean that, press that in a comp, that's just fucking impressive. That's insane. It's so cool
Right.
to see that, especially against someone that's you competed against and actually know
Yeah.
and talk to. I shot him a
Yep.
DM and told him I told him congratulations. And it's cool to see someone that got their pro card.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to pull up. Somebody posted the Google document.
I was gonna say too, if anyone is looking for a coach, I know he does coaching. I think it's Iron Empire is his coaching
Yep.
brand. So if you
Yep.
look up on Instagram or website, Iron Empire.
What weight class was Chris in?
Who?
The question there, Chris Ferguson, doing
Oh,
strongman. That's he works with Nick as well, I believe. He's
is he
like,
part of
I think
that crew?
I think he's Nick's coach actually. Why can't I scroll over here?
Yeah, training wise, like I know since I switched to Nick O'Hare, dude, my training has been so much better. Like working on every little weakness down to a T. He's very meticulous on finding. Like you can't just say like, yeah, man, my shoulder hurts when I press. Like he's always why, what exactly causes it? Try this. Like he sent me a video at like 10 o'clock at night the other night of do this warm up before your press day. And since I've been doing his style things, I've had no shoulder pains doing press. I've had no tightness. My mobility is going up quite a bit. Nothing but good shit to say. So if you're ever looking for a coach, I don't know. I think he has openings, but lightweight man. That's what he said.
Lightweight men.
Yeah.
Well, there's 150, 175. I'm looking. There's only 2 in 150.
Is it a Google document?
Yes.
Control F and then type his name, Chris or Sergison.
Oh,
Control
right here.
fine.
I found him.
Oh,
Do 7th. Oh wait, no, he got 7 points. He was. Where's this placing? This is. He looks like he took 7th out of 27. So
I gotta figure out how to score shit too.
I had a thing made up last year for us. That's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know how to do points per. Like
So if you have 10 people, whoever gets the most gets 10.
what if you have like 20 people?
Whoever gets the most gets 20 points.
So it goes. So you go off each weight class. So if there's 7 people in a weight class, first gets 7 points.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Now, how do you do time? Oh, time. I guess. So how do you do it if someone zeros like the 3 lifts, like the log, the axle, and then the Viking? I guess you just can't move on if you zero one, or how? I don't know how to do points per lift.
So if you zero like all of the overhead press,
No, just like you do the log, you do the log, but zero the axle. You can't get the axle.
it would still come on placing. So say if nobody does anything, or say like, okay, me, you, and him are competing against each other. I don't get the first lift. he gets the first lift, and you get the first 2. So you would get 3, he would get 2, I would get 1. Or 0, because I have 0. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, the only one I got to figure out is the overhead because the last one's for reps. So it's going to be, like, how am I going to do a point per rep type deal?
No. So it would, whoever gets the most reps would get, so say we all get to the Viking press, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I get 10, you get 7, and he gets 5. So I would get 3 points, you would get 2 points, he would get 1 point.
Oh, okay.
So it's whoever does the best gets the highest amount of points. It's not like you get points per rep.
Oh, okay. And then
So
then
here,
then
did I close that document? I'm trying to see if I can use this document as an example. It's such a huge document, though. All right, let's see if I can do this here. All right. Oops, not invite. Share screen here. All right, cool. Let me see. All right, so this was the lightweight men, and there was only 2 people. So first event, they had a max log press. So whatever the opening weight of it was here, this guy got 0, and this guy got 225 points. So he got 0 points because he didn't hit it, and then this guy got 2 points because there was only 2 of them. Next one was a gorilla strength wheelbarrow deadlift. So this guy got 5 reps. This guy got 0. So he took first. So he gets 2 points because there's only 2 people. This guy is 0, so he gets 0 points. Row bag toss. This guy got 0 bags over, so he gets 0 points. This guy got 2 bags over, so he gets 2 points. Both of them zeroed the axle. Wheelbarrow race. So this one looks like it went for distance. They didn't get all the way across. So this guy got 53 feet. This guy got 17 feet. So this guy made further. So he gets... No, this is time.
Yeah.
Okay, not distance. So this guy got it in 17 seconds. So he won. So he gets 2 points. This guy got 53 seconds. So he gets 1 point. And then this guy got 0 feet for yoke. This guy got 60 feet for yoke. So this guy got 0, this guy got 2. So overall, this guy got 8 points, this guy got 3 points. So if I slide it over, and then it shows you this guy got first, this guy got second here. So
it's kind of crazy. What was go to the heavy? Yeah, I want to see what the weights were.
Okay, so Rogue Max Log Press. Did anybody get over 375?
Yeah, Logan did. I think did 395.
Logan Money?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, right there. Yeah, you got 395. Looks like the guy that won got 415.
Jesus.
So yeah, and then they had a wheelbarrow. Deadlift was 740 pounds. So how many guys did they have completing? 49? Oh my, they had 49 people competing? So let's
12,
see.
14.
Yeah, I was trying to find whoever got first. This guy got first with 15 reps. So then they had rogue bag toss. They had a 35, a 40, a 45, and a 15 over a 16.5 foot bar. So who got first? This guy got first, Matt Webb. He got all 4 over in 11.67 seconds. Oh, this was close. I can't see what it is. 11.6 something. Well, you got, that doesn't make sense. Oh, he only got 2. So their axle clean and press for reps was 315 pounds.
Oh, I was looking at place. I was like, somebody got fucking 30 reps?
So it looks like the guy that won got 7.
Dang.
Let's see. Wheelbarrow race, they had a 740-pound wheelbarrow for 60 feet. This guy that won did it in 8 seconds. Flat. And their yoke off was 810 pounds for 120 feet.
Was it 120 feet down and then 120 feet back, or 60 foot down, 60 foot back? Assume it's 60 foot probably.
I would assume it's 60 foot down and back, and 120 feet total. Guy that won it did it in 19.3 seconds.
Jack Plankers.
Yeah, he looked huge. So he stood, from the picture I saw, he was taller than Nick.
So all 5 get their pro card? Is that how that works?
Oh, I accidentally closed it.
It's all yellow, so it's all Cerberus.
Yeah, all the top 5. Go to the Arnold. I don't know about pro card.
Well, if Nick got his pro card, he was 3rd, so was the top 3 get their pro card, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it was top 3 or top 5, but they're all going to the Arnold.
So that means he can compete at Giants Live now.
Oh, really?
I think so, right? Ain't that what Evan Singleton did? He won South Carolina Strongest Man. He got his pro card, and he was able to compete at Giants Live North America, the one in Indiana.
Not sure why this.
And won that, and that's when he got his Arnold invite for the actual big Arnold.
Okay. Didn't Tyler compete there?
Yeah. Nick's coach.
Yeah.
Alan Thurl competed.
Oh,
I know that guy.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He does those videos on the YouTubes.
Oh, yeah, he's got a couple subscribers, more than I do.
He's probably up to like 500.
1,000?
He should own a gym or something.
Yeah. Should name it Untamed Strength or something like that. So I wonder what weight class Tyler was.
He's like 231. Because he competes at Clash on the Coast.
105 kg, right? I heard he broke the right here, he took second. Yeah, he hit a 375 log.
Jesus Christ!
He broke the world record for the weight class or national record for the weight class.
That's a lot. Doesn't look like anyone was close to him, though.
Yeah, 375.
335 is the next closest.
And that was the first event, so he just went
balls to the wall.
Balls deep. Balls deep.
He's already a pro, though, isn't he?
That I don't know. I would assume.
Yeah, don't you have to be a pro to compete at Clash on the Coast?
I think that was like an invite type thing.
Yeah, I have no idea how
he could have invited the top 2 double points on the. Oh, what thing?
Oh, you're breaking up pretty bad.
One of us is frozen. Be you.
Shouldn't be me. Mine's ticking. I think it's you. Maybe it is me. Uh-oh. Mine's still working. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I'll have to check. Did my internet take a shit? I don't know, I can't. Are you there?
I'm here, I think.
I was checking to see if my internet took a shit.
I don't know if it's is it you too?
No, mine's fine.
Okay.
Yours is
now, though it might be on my end.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Your mic on my end is really chopped, but it could be my service.
I think it's yours because your video is really choppy. Mine seems to be pretty fluent.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I closed that, and all of a sudden my service went to crap.
Open her back up. What the fuck?
which is weird because there's no other Wi-Fi issues going on in my house right now. It's the only thing I have open.
That's what she said.
Do we both sound fine?
I don't know.
Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you.
You can hear me fine? Okay.
Yeah, you sound
For
fine.
some reason, you're like choppy on my end, so I just want to make sure everybody can hear us okay.
I should become an astronaut. There we go.
Cool. I don't know. Do you have anything else you wanted to talk about tonight, or any other questions?
Well, that's all I think of now until I come up with some more ideas for Liftmas or have any questions. If anyone that's competing watches this and has any questions, feel free to shoot out any questions or training. When are you going to come to train?
I heard.
Well, let me guess.
You said.
When train you come?
I have no issues with my schedule right now.
Why'd you just say that?
Nothing planned for overtime. So, as of right now, I can come over every other weekend, or vice versa. You can come over every other weekend.
All right.
It's getting to the point of time where the only thing that will mess up my schedule, because nobody has any vacation time left, is if somebody leaves. Knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I have enough overtime this year.
Yeah. Oh shit. I was gonna say, yeah. If you want to come train on the log, use an actual log and not your fucking death log.
There's nothing wrong with my log.
Your death log?
There's nothing wrong with my log.
Oh, tell that to your leg in your last viral video.
About my what?
Tell that to your leg that you had in your last viral video of I broke my leg log training. It tries to cut your wrist and, go across the tracks every time you lift with it.
It doesn't cut my arm, it just cuts my leg.
Oh. But I have the record breaker log here still at my house, the one that we used at Throwdown, so that's one I've been training with. That's the one that'll be used in the comp for us. You should be good, because that's 160 empty, so yours is, 180 empty?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta come up with some good numbers for weights, but it'll probably come about when I start training with it and seeing what everyone else does. And cause I don't want to make it too easy, but I also don't want to make it too hard.
I can't hear anything you're saying. It's so weird right now. It's like bat, 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 bat. That's what it sounds like.
Do I need to slam this thing again?
Do it.
No, I ain't starting that.
I mean, maybe it's on my end. Hang on.
I don't know. Pull up. No, you can't pull it. My phone's dead.
I was trying to find my thing for my other headphones.
Let me say something. Jesus Christ, I'm loud. Yeah, so it's definitely you, not me.
Oh yeah, I can hear you much better now.
It's definitely you, not me. My headphones are my mic is so fucking loud. I just pulled up the stream on YouTube.
Yes.
I am sorry to anyone that just listened to that shit. We need to get a fucking mixing board. If you got time, then.
What's that?
Hold on. We should interview some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mic's working just fine.
Okay.
God damn, that's still loud. Sorry, everyone. There. So any audio troubles are.
Yeah, I can't hear you now. I was hearing you just fine a second ago.
It's up the way you got something set up.
Okay, so it sounds better with these headphones on than it did with those ones, but it still was cutting you out a little bit.
Yeah, it has to be something.
I can hear you fine now.
Oh yeah, the stream.
Yeah.
I'm watching the stream, so it's definitely weird hearing myself echo. But
Yeah. So yeah, you want to get some other people on here? Absolutely, we can do that. Talk to some people that maybe are going to come to Liftmas.
we should interview Terry Hollins.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun.
Would you be up for it?
Yeah, let's get him on.
You know I will.
How are you going to do that?
Message him.
Okay.
I already messaged him and he replied to my Instagram shit. I talked to Maxime Bordeaux. I talked to Travis. I talked to Brittany. I got some people I can get on here.
We're definitely going to have to step our quality up then.
Well, I'm not having any issues. I just want to point that out. You might have to go to fucking Six Below and get a new headphone or a new microphone.
My microphone is fine.
Yeah, or your camera. You can get step it up and invest into the $30 cameras instead of the $20 cameras.
I was looking. No, it was 15. I'm using the one on the actual laptop all night tonight. So yours is the one that keeps autofocusing. So
yeah, it's because I keep moving. But mine doesn't make an annoying ass noise like yours does, or eat.
No, I did look at them today when we were at Walmart. They had a $26 version. They had a $27 version, and then they had the $70 version as well. So, but
so I was going to actually buy a what the fuck's those brand Canon? Like you watch all the YouTubers and vloggers use. I was going to get one of those, and I need to get because Nick makes me video everything for him. So I need to get more. I'm not super comfortable videoing myself.
Yep.
So I need to get more comfortable with it, and now that winter's coming up, I'm gonna have more time on my hands. I figure I might mess around and something like that. Why don't you live stream with that, you fucking dope?
So I don't know if I can.
Does it have a USB cord? Or a USB port?
So it's got an HDMI port.
Yeah, just fucking hook your thing into it. Do it right now. You got an HDMI cable?
I do.
For your PlayStation?
I do. It's hooked up to my other monitor.
Well, just plug it...
Oh, you know what? I gotta get a new lens. My lens is jacked up on this one. I can't turn the lens on.
Oh. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking at, is one of those style.
So yeah, this is a Canon EOS M10. I can actually take the lens off, and it's like a mini DSLR.
I don't know what any of that
I just
means.
hit my mic. Yeah, I know you don't.
DSLR, dick-sucking long reds. Digital long resolution. Digital light resolution. I don't know what it means.
HDMI cable.
How about them Lions?
Yeah, let's how about them Spartans?
Typical Michigan State fan. Oh, we're doing good this year.
I didn't expect us to do good this year. That's the issue.
I'm waiting for you guys to actually play somebody, too. Who'd you guys beat this week?
Indiana.
Who? Never heard of him. The Hoosiers? Let's go, Brandon. Right.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, dude, parking
That's
in
not
Chicago
a normal
is also...
HDMI size.
Was it a mini HDMI? Or is it a USB-C?
No, it's not USB-C.
Or USB...
I'll look into it. Yeah, I just tried to put my regular HDMI cable into it, and it's too big. That's what she said. I've thought about looking into if this would work, but never really put that much thought into it, obviously. So we'll try it out for next time. I might have to get a different cable, obviously, but cables are cheap.
Oh, let's see here.
Well, it's kind of like I bought this HDMI cable and I didn't need it.
I feel like I look red. I don't know if it's just the lighting.
No, you're definitely red.
Am I?
Sure.
I don't know why that is.
I Actually do your makeup again?
Yeah, I put some blush, everything.
You're definitely blushing.
Let me see what that. Yeah, I am red, ain't I? Huh. It's probably the end of me.
So yeah, well, things slowing down for you right now. You got a lot of yard pickup shit going on. Right
We're gonna start going into cleanups pretty soon, but if it keeps being 75 degrees and sunny every day in October,
Right.
I'm still going. Typically, we start doing cleanups right now, and then we'll be done by like the middle of the end of November. But at this rate, I'm not even gonna start doing cleanups until fucking November 1st.
Right.
So I don't know. It's gonna be a little longer year, I guess.
Well, I heard it's gonna be a rough winter though.
Yeah, I doubt it.
You doubt it? Farmer's Almanac said it's going to be a rough winter.
Farmer's Almanac said last year we were supposed to have the snowiest year in the history of Michigan.
They're true.
We got a whopping 6 inches of snow twice,
right,
and then a light dusting the rest of the year.
For what they said, sounds like a lot of those Arctic blast or whatever they call them. Lots of those. So I don't know how I would invite him to do a podcast with us because I send all my invites out through Messenger. I guess I could do it through email as well. That's how I did. Okay, yeah, because I had to do that with when we interviewed. What the fuck's his name? Why am I having a brain fart all of a sudden? Lauren. Remember when we interviewed Lauren?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to send him because he doesn't have Facebook either. I had to send him an email in order to get him on the podcast. So I sent all my links through Messenger to join the stream. Excuse me.
Oh, what is it? Holy shit, it's 11 o'clock already?
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, that's late.
You're working tomorrow?
Yeah.
I go back on night shift on Tuesday, so.
Yeah, it's time for me to get ready to go to bed. I gotta be up early. It's gonna suck.
That sounds fun.
No, not after being on vacation.
All right, I guess we'll end this here. We'll have some more coming up soon. We'll try to get some different guests on here, people that are going to be doing the competition as well. If you have any more questions about the competition, get those out to here or onto the Facebook page where we can help answer those for you before the competition actually happens. So it's going to be a fun get together, good hangout with everybody, which is always good. I mean, that was the greatest thing about Great Lakes was seeing a bunch of people that I don't see very often, just a couple times a year. So I didn't do shit in the competition, but yeah, it was still fun. So we'll go ahead and end the broadcast here. Thanks to everybody that tuned in.
All right, peace out.